Hi guys, awesome that you've tuned in. Today I am showing you a very cool and interesting watch. This time the Seiko Marine Master 300M. What really stands out about the watch is this Ratsu polishing technique that you see here, which normally should be on a Grand Seiko, but this Seiko is having it because it is made in the same facility by the same watchmakers and craftsmen that are basically overhauling, repairing, and of course producing brand new Grand Seiko. So a very, very, very neat fact about these models here. And what can I say? You look at this beautiful blue dial. They also have it in the Hulk variation with, of course, you guessed it right, with a green dial. But you know what? This blue is just my favorite color. And what can I say? Everything about the watch is interesting. So we're talking about the watch. It has 300 meters water resistance, and it does build like a tank. And why is that? Well, Seiko does it that way. You do not have to have a flat watch for 300 meters. No, you gotta have a watch that is having 300-meter water resistance, but it really looks like a tank. I think Seiko should look like a tank. It's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to wear really heavy, even though very light and very, very comfortable, because you have those short lugs, lug to lug with that you see here. And it's a very, very interesting, let's say an oddball. I like the way how the bezel is operating. Hey, listen to that. Smooth, buttery, smooth, splendid, really. And the way how it operates, and you can set it to 0. And very, very cool watch. And what can I say about the caliber? It's the 8L35 caliber, a very, very known Seiko caliber. It's basically from 2015 decorated, I think, and prior to that undecorated Grand Seiko basis movement. And you can really feel that. I mean, if you now give it a few revs, you will see how buttery, smooth, second hand is really moving. Absolutely incredible. And if I go a little bit closer, and I hope the camera can catch it, otherwise I will try to zoom in. Look at that date window. When I'm now playing with the light, I think the camera managed to catch it. Let me know in the comments below if you understand what I really try to show here. Oh wait, I will make it a little simpler. I will simplify all that. The date disc is aluminum brushed, and then they print the numbers on. So very, 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 very cool. And this is not everything, or not all. I mean, the hour markers that we see here, I hope the camera really catches what I try to show you here, guys. I'm going to take a little bit more of a wipe here and just manage to get a better and cleaner view on the dial. And while we're now looking at the dial, we are seeing that this dial really has white gold hour markers, wild gold hands, and 14 or I think 18 karat gold second hand. So yes, this is an oddball from Seiko. Yes, if you would like to have a watch like that, you have to, clear your funds around $2,300, somewhere around that ballpark if you would like to go used. But I'm telling you guys, let me just align it here. It's well worth it. It's an absolute stunner of the watch. It's super comfortable. You do have that Grand Seiko movement, but please, guys, don't wear the Seiko fanboy glasses. I mean, if you would like to have an Rolex-like movement, you're going to buy yourself a Rolex. If you would like to have a Tudor-like movement, you are going to buy yourself a Tudor. And if you would like to have the 8L35, you buy yourself a Seiko. And I think, man, these movements are absolutely reliable. You do not have to really send it to Seiko. You can also let your local watchmaker go over the movement if the watchmaker has a proper tool to get off the rotor. And other than that, man, it's an absolute, really, trust me guys, an absolute beautiful watch. And just let me take the watch onto my wrist. Let me take off the Tudor for a second. And now, oh, wrong. Now I'm going to put it on my wrist, and look at that. Look how high quality craftsmanship is looking like. I mean, this buckle here, super high quality, same as this latch that we have here. And now I'm having it on my wrist. Now let me zoom out so you can see the whole stance of the watch on my wrist. Absolute cool. And I'm wearing a 175 wrist circumference in size. And it is very comfortable. As I said, due to the short lugs that we see here. Guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about the watch. Did you ever come around this one? If not, do not understand me wrong. It's an absolute stunner of the watch, and does, before you try to buy it or try to talk bad about it, does require to have it on your wrist first, because if you never had the watch on your wrist, you do not shall talk anything about it. So for me, it's my dream watch. I do have, as I said, other watches in my collection, but this watch is a watch that I really respect. I mean, we're talking about Seiko. We're not talking about the Seiko 5 Sports, which are also in my collection with a workhorse movement. No, we're talking about this cool watch. And, you know, to be honest with you, you go out the streets and no one will really, well, bother about the watch. You know, it's a cool watch. You know what you paid for. You know what you have inside. Hopefully, after that video, you understand that the freaking movement is an absolute high-class movement, but it cannot be compared to Rolex movement or to Tudor movement, because they are different animals, really, I have to say that. But for the price, and even for the price, too cheap. If you consider such a watch would cost around 3,300 new, or 3,500, somewhere around that price range, and to get a Grand Seiko movement is unbelievable. You always have to see, if you like to get this watch, you have to understand you're basically buying just a Grand Seiko for a very reasonable price. So I hope the message came across. Guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about the watch, what you think about the review. Very interesting to know. Do not forget, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And we're going to see us, as always, in the next video. Until then, love you guys. Bye-bye.